welcome to the phone calls video. Here on the phone calls video, what I want to do is just cover everything everything that you need to be able to try or to get this person that's inquired, or this lead that you have, to be able to come to you. The hardest job that we have is actually getting them to come walking through and see us, purely because of anxiety, or they think that you're going to be overpriced, or they have these delusions that none of it's going to work anyway as well. So what we want to do is we want to give them peace of mind during the phone conversation with them as well. So follow the guidelines. We want to get literally as much information out of them as possible as to why they want to come along. What's that burning emotional desire for them to commit to doing this program? If it's just weight loss, you want to find out why they want to lose the weight. What will it mean to them having lost that weight, looking good and feeling good about yourself? What does that actually mean to them? And really start to dig deep with them as well when you're on the phone. Use a few success stories as well of other people that have done it. If you haven't got any because you're just starting out, then use your own. Okay. If your own one isn't that great, then read a few testimonials on some websites that people have said, and explain about their success story. Someone has a success story out there for it. So use that, and you want to give the person peace of mind that what you're doing and what you can do for them is going to help. So when we do the phone call, obviously the first thing you want to do is ask if the person is there who you want to speak to. Introduce yourself, say what you're phoning for, and just say to them you're looking to get them to come along to go through everything with them to find out exactly what they want and show them how you can do it. Now during the conversation as well, you want to get as many contact details as you possibly can from them to make sure that if at all let's say if they phoned you, get their phone number from them just in case you get cut off. Especially if it hasn't come up on your phone, or if it has come up on your phone, confirm with them that this is the best number to call them back on if the phone does get cut off. Now it probably won't get cut off, or it might be if you're in a bad signal area, or for whatever reason, let's say it does get cut off, you have a number that you can get back to them on. So really important to do that bit as well. Find out if they're local as well, find out how far away they are from you as well, find out if they've done anything before, find out if they're going to the gym at the moment, if they're still doing something, why they've stopped doing those things as well. It's good to know why they've stopped going along to all of these other places that they said they've gone to, if they have said they've gone to them. So then you know what the reason is as to focus on and to focus away from. What I mean by that is that to focus on is if they've quit like Weight Watchers, or they've left some other diet classes, or some other fitness classes, or some other gym, whatever the reason that they've left for, you can use that to help you get the person to come to you, or to explain to them, well, that's not how we do things down here, we're not like that, we're looking to help you. And you can use it to your advantage as well as to push them further away from those other things that's going to help get the results that you want, so you can get the results that they want as well. So first off though, you want to get the results that they want, and that will get you what you want. So it's really important, that bit too. So that again is kind of a follow-on from the care video, is that you want to be getting the results for them, okay, and helping them in any way you possibly can, even if sometimes it's a little bit pushy. Be pushy because you want to get the results for them. Okay, if you're not pushy, then you're allowing them to fall back in love with their excuses. Okay, so there's always going to be a sale. All right, this is really important. So this is a little bit more on the sales side of things, is that there's always going to be a sale. Now, when you're on the phone with them, when you're doing a face-to-face meeting with them, or greeting intro, you're looking to get them to join, someone's going to sell someone. Now, they're either going to sell you on the idea that it's not right for them, and they can't afford it, they can't do it, or you're going to sell them on the idea that it's right for them and they can do it. Now, if they're going to sell you on the idea, it's because they've just bombarded you with a stack load of excuses which you've fallen in love with as well. Now it's really important to understand this one key thing. Whatever falls out of that person's face when they're talking to you, either on the phone or in person, if it's not what you want them to do or you to hear, it's an excuse. Okay, it's really, really simple like that, alright? So don't fall in love with their excuses. Find a way around their block or their excuse to be able to get them to come down when you're on the phone, to get them to make that commitment, to get them to join. So when you're on the phone with them, find out all the reasons why they left the other place, find out all the reasons why they want to come along to you, find out all the reasons why it's an absolute must for them now. What's the reason now? Why have you decided that it's a must for you now? Okay, so use a little bit of psychology on them as well in that sense to really find what the pain is, so that you can really give them the pleasure of how what you do down there is going to help them. Once you've done all of this as well, get them booked in as soon as you possibly can. Within 24 hours from that phone call, you really want them to be coming and seeing you, because the ball has started rolling, okay, and you want that snowball effect to carry on. It's really important that you understand that the longer you leave it between the phone call and them coming in the door, the harder it is going to be for you to actually make sure that you're, or to be able to get them to join, because they've lost all the motivation, they've lost the momentum as well. They've got in touch with you, or they've spoken to you somewhere, or they've seen something somewhere that's prompted a response from them that you now have their information and you're speaking to them. Okay, so let's keep the ball rolling. You're now speaking to them, you've now got an appointment booked, you want to get them in as soon as possible, and this is what the whole point of the phone call is. Now when you're doing the phone call as well, listen to how the tone of voice is, copy their tone, use little tactics that way or strategies that way, so that you can so they can feel like you're relating to them, so they can feel like it's like mirror matching, which is in the rapport video. It's the similar sort of thing, or it's the same thing that way. Then you can, again in the rapport video, you can use the pace and lead strategy. So what we're looking to do is to start to follow their pace within the phone call. So if they're talking quite fast or they're talking quite slowly when they're on the phone to you, match how they're doing it. Okay, mirror them as well. Mirror them. You can't really do the mirroring because you're on the phone, but you can certainly match what they're doing when you're using the tone of voice. So next thing is to then start to pick up to pace them so that you're in control, and then you lead them in the direction you want them to go in, so that you can help them best. All right. Now this is really important that you do those types of things so that you get the person what they want. They know what they want, and that's to feel good. Okay. They won't tell you this to start with, all right? Which is why we ask them when we're on the phone, what 3 benefits are you looking to gain from our program? Now, when you speak to them on the phone, the first time that you ask this, what is it you're looking to gain from our program? They will rattle off something that they think sounds intelligent and they think you need to hear, or you want to hear. I want to increase my fitness. I want to lose weight. So these are all general sort of rubbishy type comments that they would come out with. The second one will be something similar. So it might be that I want to get really fit, I've got a run coming up or something like that. Next thing is the last one. Generally it's going to be like, I want to increase my confidence, I want to feel good about myself, and they may say this as well. If you don't get, that's the general underlining final one, and normally the real answer comes out on the 3rd time that you ask them. Doesn't always happen, but 95 to 99% of the time it does happen. That they will turn around and say to you on the 3rd time that you ask them what they really want to get from it. And if they say, I don't know, all I do is this, oh, I don't know. I turn around and say to them, so if you did know what it is that you'd be looking for, what would it be? And then you stay quiet and you wait for them to think about it. They may even repeat back what you said and you agree with it, and then get the answer out of them, okay? So explain to them, that's perfect, this is what they want to hear now. The last thing they want to hear is you turn and say, oh my God, Jane, you're the only person that's coming here like that. because they're already thinking that anyway. They don't want to hear that. What you want to be turning around and say to them, even if you have nobody else in your camp that's like it, you want to turn around and say to them, majority of the people that come along to us are coming along for the exact same reason. What this does is this takes away that anxiety as well, makes them feel a little bit more comfortable about coming along because they're not the only one. So it's really important that that you cover all of those aspects during your phone call. Again, towards the end of the phone call, get the booking. Say to them as well, look, Jane, one of the things that we do find that really helps is that if you bring along a friend, or if you know of any friend that would be interested in coming along and benefiting in the same way from our program as what you will, then by all means bring them along. Again, this kills any anxiety that you may have as well, and also is nothing better than coming along and having a training buddy. So, is there anybody that you can think of? And you go quiet. Well, most of the time you get, well, can't think of anybody at the moment, but I'll keep it in mind. Or they might turn around and say, no, not right now. Or they might turn around and say, yes, my friend Emma, she would be interested in coming along with this. Oh, brilliant. So if it's okay with you, what I can do is I can give Emma a quick call and just go through the same thing as what I've done with you. If you want to give her a call first or send her a text, let her know that I'm going to be calling her, then that would be great. Could I have her number, please, if that's okay with you? And get her number. She might turn around and give you the number. She might turn around and say, well, what I'll do is I'll give her a call and then speak to her. So that's no problem at all. What we would do though is we'd like to speak to her beforehand, if that's okay. So if you can have her give us a call, give them your number, and then get her to get in touch with you. So, but obviously if she doesn't, then it'd be great if we could have a number. We can call her and get everything sorted. Okay. Once you've done this, say to her, well, I just want to make sure that you know exactly where to go and what type of thing you need to wear as well. You're not going to be doing any type of fitness or anything like that, so you haven't got to come down in all your gym gear. Just turn up as you are, nice and relaxed, come in, we'll show you everything that we do, we'll go through everything with you, we'll set a plan for you as well, and put everything into practice and get you joined up and sorted, okay? And then she's now feeling relaxed about it as well, and say to her, I just want to make sure that you know exactly where we are. She turns around and says yes, you tell her anyway. She turns around and says no, you tell her anyway, okay? So whatever she says, when you say, do you know where we are, you give her the directions, okay? Another good thing as well is that you do tell them where the best places to park is. If they're going to drive there, ask them, how are you going to? You're going to be driving down, or you're going to get dropped off, or you're going to be walking. What's your method of transport to get to us? Then they turn around and say to you by car, you want to give them somewhere to park. There's nothing worse than when they're driving down here, or down to where your location is, or where you're going to meet them, that they're driving around for 20 minutes because they can't find anywhere to park and they don't know where you are. So give them some directions. I do recommend that if you have got this on your website, that you direct them towards that, or you send them an email link with that on it, so they can see exactly where you are from a Google map. Really easy to do. Get a Google map stuck up on your contact us page on the website, and if you take a picture of it, then or a screenshot of it, then you can have the parking places highlighted. So it's really simple, and it makes the process nice and easy for the person who's looking to come along. Okay, just confirm everything with her as well. But just before we go, Jane, I just want to confirm that your appointment's tomorrow at 6 o'clock or at 5 o'clock, and then you make sure that you've got everything covered. Now, when it does come to booking the appointment, always give them two options, okay? There's three things, okay? You've got selection, you have direction, and you have choice. When it comes to having a selection, if people have more than two things to choose from, then they can't choose. If there's 4, 5, 6 things in front of them, then it's too difficult to choose. It's like a kid in a sweet shop or a candy store. It's really important that you understand that they're going to stand there like that kid thinking, oh my God, there's so much to choose from, I don't know what to have. What you want to do is just give them that, you don't want to direct them either. You don't want to turn around and say, look, we've got 5 o'clock tomorrow and that's it, because people don't like that bit either. You want to make them feel like they're making the choice themselves. So you want to give them the choice of 2. Now, when you ask them, you want to say to them, do you want to come in tomorrow or the day after? Now, let's say that Jane said that she wanted to come in tomorrow. So when Jane comes in tomorrow, You want to turn around and say to her, okay, so is a morning appointment or a daytime appointment or an evening appointment best for you? Oh, well, daytime is good for me. Okay, great. Morning or afternoon? Brilliant. Okay, morning is fine. Okay, well, we have a slot available, one at 10 o'clock and one at 11 o'clock. Which is best for you? So you've all the time, you've asked her and given her the choice of two, rather than giving her tons of things. When would you like to come in? Oh, I don't know. It's generally when's available. We've got tomorrow at 5. I can't do then. And it kills the conversation. So keep it going with the choices for them. So they have two things that they can choose from, and you're starting to book up your diary and you know exactly when everyone is. So always say to them that we do everything by appointment only. So if you can't come along, then please let us know and we can reschedule it for you. That's not a problem. All right. So that covers everything with the phone call. Remember to get their details. Be polite. Mirror match idea. Pace and lead idea as well. And then full steam ahead. Good luck. I'll see you on the next video.